What is up, YouTube? Long time no speak. I hope you are all doing well. As always, it is Stasha Erickson. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Sorry my videos are always such bad quality. This is what I call my healing room. This is where I do all my readings, healing services, stuff like that. It's also my office where I do Norwegian school and other school. So the lighting is really bad in here, but anyway, it's about the message and not the messenger. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I pretty much haven't made a real video for 1 year. A quick recap for those of you who don't know, I had a really bad accident December 12/12 of 2020. And I slipped and fell on some black ice, and I fell down about 10 feet into a rock quarry, a big, huge pile of rocks. And I stopped my fall with my wrist, and my head also landed on a huge stone. Dislocated my jaw, broke my 2 front teeth, never had a gap before, never had the Madonna gap. So after that happened, my face, as many of you can see, it's come a long way. But my face was paralyzed from this side up. So like when I move my eyebrows, only one side moves. This one it's been 1 year and 2 months. It's slightly starting to move. But if you look at my eyes up close, this one is always really small. Almost looks like I'm stoned or something. And the other one is, wide awake, and my eyebrows, way up here. So what had happened was, thanks to free healthcare in Norway, and because I had an accident, it wasn't my fault, they said that if from 1 year after the surgery, which was 12/12 of 2021, if the nerve didn't come back and if my jaw didn't relocate, that I was eligible to get plastic surgery, which I'm very afraid of, especially coming from California. I don't want to end up looking like a real housewife of Orange County. But they're going to be doing an upper facelift so that at least my eyebrows can be even and that I can see better, because I'm having a really hard time. I can't drive right now. My eyesight's getting really bad. Anyway, I got approved. In less than 1 month, in 3 weeks, they're going to be fixing my jaw. I'm going to do this. It's dislocated, so they're going to be doing like a TMJ surgery here. Also, the oral surgeon is going to crown the 2 front teeth because they just continue to keep breaking. Because when I fell, I kind of fell on my face and it chipped those teeth. So I'll have the jaw surgery and oral surgery in a few weeks. And then a couple months later, I will be getting an upper facelift. So I'll be 44 this year. I look super old for my age, but I'm thinking that after the surgery, I'm going to look pretty young. And I have some fears about it, but let me just give you a quick summary of why this is all not just a blessing that I'll be getting this surgery done for free and my jaw and everything else. But last video I made, I made an update video last October, I think. And I let everybody know that I was finishing up Norwegian language school. I've been going to Norwegian language school for almost 2.5 years. It is very intense. I go full-time to Norwegian school like 5 days a week. You think a language class would be like just short, but no, it's full-time. So I told everybody back in October that Norwegian school was coming to an end, and now that my arm was healed, it took 6 months. Like, if you look here in the wrist, you'll see a long scar between the word love. When I broke my fall, I tried to stop myself with my right hand. So my entire wrist was just hanging by a thread. It had to be reattached with a huge titanium plate, and I have like 14 screws in my wrist. So it took 6 months to heal that. I couldn't write. I couldn't wipe my butt. My husband had to shower me. You have no idea how much you use your right hand until you can't. I was working at this restaurant called Aegon. Aegon is the biggest restaurant in Norway. I was really lucky to get the job. It was an amazing place. I was cooking my ass off. And then I started to get a lot of pain in my wrist. It started clicking all the time. And then I started getting this really intense pain in where my I Love LA tattoo is on the forearm. because at Aegon I primarily was the pastry chef, so I did a lot of desserts. And when you're making desserts, you're doing a lot of static movement with your arm. And so basically, the tendon around the forearm at the bottom of the plate got I got tendonitis in it and also a blood clot. So so it got to the point where I almost couldn't cook anymore because it was so painful. And then right towards the end of January, coronavirus restrictions came back in Norway, and it of course affected restaurants. So the whole restaurant didn't get shut down. There was a chance that it was going to, but what they had to do was they had to start opening later, closing later. They couldn't serve alcohol anymore, and then they basically had to start letting employees go. And the reason, and the employees to go first, of course, were the most recent ones hired, which was me. So I finished my contract at Aegon on the 31st of January, and I was pretty bummed. And I hadn't even told them about my wrist pain. I was just going through it. Like, I talked to my doctor, and I was just getting through it. She goes, maybe because you didn't use it for 6 months and then you trained it and then you used it so hard, you just kind of fucked everything up. So, I said the F word. I hope that's allowed on YouTube. Anyway, X-rayed it. The clicking is just something I have to deal with from screws. But now the pain is still persisting down here on the forearm. So I have an MRI that I have to get on that. If the tendon is wrapped or has a hematoma, they possibly have to open my arm up again and give me another surgery on my arm. I'll know about that in the next week. And then, jaw surgery 2 weeks later, and then upper facelift a couple weeks later. But the blessing in disguise that I didn't see at the time was when I finished my contract at Aegon on the 31st. Literally the next day, I got a call from Calnez, which is the hospital here that treated me when I had the accident. And they said, "Hey, how's your eyebrow doing? You still paralyzed? How's your jaw doing? Is it still clicking?" And I said, yes, and yes, and yes. So they said, come in for an evaluation because we have you on a waiting list that you have right to have these surgeries done for free. And I was like, oh my God. So I was so bummed to have lost my job because I spent 6 months letting you guys on Etsy know that no more Etsy, can't do this anymore. I need to work full time. I need a normal job here. And I was just on the brink of being so sad and so depressed that I spent all this time shutting the shop down, telling everybody goodbye, just to find out that I couldn't continue to cook. But again, the blessing in disguise was literally the next day they called me. I had the evaluation on my jaw and my face, and they approved me for the surgery. So I am not going to be able to work in cooking or food probably ever again. There's just too much permanent damage that's been done to my arm. So when all these surgeries are done, it's going to take me many months to recover. I'm just going to do something simple like work in retail or whatever, anything. I've been missing to write books. You guys know I published 3 books. I've been thinking about writing cookbooks. People have been asking me to do that forever. I've also always wanted, one of my biggest dreams was to write children's books. And now that I'm fluent in Norwegian, I was thinking it might be kind of fun to write some cookbooks in English and Norwegian and some little children's books in Norwegian and English. And I'm talking like the old Aesop's fables. Like I want to make these like fairy tales. So these are some things I'm thinking of. I can write when these surgeries are done. Again, writing by hand really hurts my forearm, but typing is a lot easier. There's also the dictate feature, which is great on Microsoft Word, so I can dictate and just speak. But I plan to write a couple books while I'm going through this healing process. And then when it's over, I'm just going to do something simple like have a retail job. I've gone to university and college my whole life. I have multiple degrees. I can't use any of them here besides my culinary school degree. And it's just not going to work for me moving forward. So, but the good news is I'm back, baby. I'm back on Etsy. I'm here. I can help all of you. I have done something really special in the shop too. The snow started melting in Norway again. And as many of you know who've been to my Etsy shop, we have a mine with gemstones and crystals in our backyard. And we found this when we exploded part of the mountain in the back We live literally on a big cliff, and we exploded it with dynamite so that we could continue to build in our backyard. And when we exploded is when we found this mine several years ago. So when it's snowing, I can't dig because it's too frozen. But now the spring is coming, everything's melting, and I went and I just mined a bunch of new stones. I put them in Etsy, and I did something really special. Every single product that I make on Etsy now has free shipping. I've been making new healing oils, new sage bundles, some new earrings, all that stuff. Literally anything you buy on Etsy is free shipping now. And so you can start shopping there right away. I brought all my old services back. Now, after the jaw surgery and face surgery, I'm going to have to take down the video listings. I'm going to look like a crazy person post Mike Tyson fight after these surgeries. So I'll take the video services down while my face and jaw heal. My jaw even has to be wired shut. Like, I don't even want to think about everything I have to go through. I'm going to have a panic attack. But anyway, I'll be able to continue to do email readings. I can even do audio readings, and continue to make products and other things. I just won't feel comfortable making videos until my face is normal again. But this was a really big deal. I was super sad to, work at the best restaurant in Norway, kick ass, really worked hard. And then with Corona restrictions and then my injuries coming back, it just wasn't meant to be. It was nice. I worked for 4 or 5 months straight. Again, this really is the busiest and fastest paced restaurant in Norway. We can get like 300 to 500 people in a night. You can Google this restaurant. It's called Egon, Egon. They're all over Norway, but the one I worked at in Fredrikstad, which is the city I live in, is probably the busiest one. So I proved to myself that after a 10-year break of not cooking in California, that I could do it and I was capable. But, my physical health, my mind, body, and spirit are way more important than a job. So I really could use all your prayers and all your support during this time. I'm thinking as positive as I can. It's just my biggest fear is looking like, seriously, like one of these people you see on Botched after a post bad plastic surgery thing. At least it's not a whole facelift. I mean, I wouldn't mind my neck's sagging pretty good now, but it's just going to be like this part up. So. But my scar, for those of you who saw it years ago, it's almost invisible. And, there's a little movement on this one, but it's just not enough. And this lid gets so tiny sometimes that I can't even see. So they'll just lift it up so I can see again. So I don't think it'll be as scary as I thought it would be. But anyway, I want to let you guys know I'm back and I'm here to help. And I'm going to continue to list new products and services. Again, now that the snow's melting, there's lots of mining I can do. I've been channeling some crazy new sage bundles. I think I have one here. They're like next level crazy. I always intuitively channel these from my Native American ancestors. So these are like 14 inches long. They are huge. They're full of so many things that I just have to put them in the description on Etsy because it's like way too much to explain. I also have these protection oils I've been making. When I use them for services, I use a really big bottle like this. And you can see in here, this is a protection oil. It's holy water from the River Jordan, holy oil from the River Jordan. The pink color you see in the little floaty things, that's dried hibiscus flower, which is excellent for healing. And then there's also chamomile flowers. It's kind of hard to tell. That's also good for healing. And then the scent that I use is ylang ylang essential oil. And that stuff is powerful. So the picture on Etsy for the protection oils is like a glass vial that looks really small. But this is actually the size of what you get. It's actually double the size of the one you see in the picture. So it's the exact same product, but it's smaller. It has a screw cap. And it won't leak. I ran into some problems with the glass vials with the corks because the glass would break or the cork would leak through the cork. So I'm not doing it that way anymore. So I have only 3 or 4 of those oils left because I've been working with some clients privately. But I have those, and then I have Sage Bundles galore and lots of other things coming. So anyway, I tried to make this video a little bit quicker, but it was a lot to explain. I want to thank all of you who have been so supportive of me, and I'm going to cry. You guys have been so supportive of me. I've had so many ups and downs. Doing spiritual work is such a gray area for so many people, and I get a lot of people that come to me that are so great that they inspire and uplift me to do more. And then I get a lot of people that come that are energy vampires that just want to take advantage of me. And so less of those have been coming, but you know, it's a little bit of both. So I have to really stay strong and balanced, especially with all that I'm going through right now. So I just want to let you guys know I am back, baby. I have a new Etsy coupon. I'll put it in the description box below. I have some really great content and videos and stuff. I finally felt confident. You notice I don't have the bangs. Like, I was wearing bangs in the last few videos because I was so insecure about this moving and that not. But you know what? I'm embracing it. I've come a long way. For those of you who saw the video that I posted a year ago after the accident, you guys saw how far I've come. So I didn't even want to look at myself in the mirror or record a video for over a year because, like, honestly, when I'd look in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. And everyone that knows me knows I'm not a selfish or self-centered person, but it's still hard. It's your face, you know. And my biggest fear is to look in the mirror and not recognize myself. So please send me as many prayers as you can while I go through this process. And I could use all of your support to pop back onto Etsy. And hey, free shipping on everything. And this is free shipping from Norway worldwide, which is real expensive, yo. But these are some of the only things I can do while I'm healing right now and going through all this, is to make products and do simpler things. So yeah, I have a lot of content I want to share with you, a lot of videos I want to share with you. On my channel, I changed some of the recent trailers and organized some of the playlists. If you go through the educational playlist on my YouTube channel, it's at the very top. There's some videos about demonic possession, spirit attachments, ghost attachments, what's more powerful, witchcraft versus prayer. There's a lot of videos that are really important that I think I'm even going to reload and upload again because I have been getting an influx of people who are dealing with spiritual possession right now. Spiritual possession is different than like a physical possession like that an exorcist does, but a spiritual possession is something, it's almost worse. Well, not necessarily worse. A physical exorcism removal can actually kill somebody, but spiritual attachments and things like this are a little bit different. Just like curses, I handle everything in a different way. But I have videos that are on my educational playlist that talk about curses, how I remove them, the method I use. Same with the spirit attachment, ghost attachment, all this stuff. Please take a look at some of those videos because I really feel that a lot of people are struggling and suffering right now. I don't know what's going on in the world, but it is crazy as always. And there's a huge uptick in negative spiritual entities affecting people right now. So if you're not familiar with those videos, scroll around and I will definitely try to do a little re-upload for all of you. In the meantime, I'm back, baby. And yeah, myself and my family could really use all the support that you send our way, whether it's through prayers or buying stuff through the Etsy store. It means the world to me because now I probably won't be able to work a physical job until after summer. Ooh, Lord. The next video I want to talk to you guys about, and this video is already 19 minutes. Tried to be short, but I never can. I want to talk to you guys about the Lunar New Year of this year. It's called the Year of the Tiger. Now, it's so significant that it's a whole video all in itself. I'm not an astrologer, and I'm not an expert in astrology, but what I have learned about this Lunar New Year is insane. It's all really good, though. This is a year of huge transformation and change. There's a planetary alignment that actually ended yesterday. It started from the 31st of January through tonight, or through last night. This is going to be a year where you either got to get really real with yourself and be the best version of yourself that you can be. As played out as that saying is, it's true. and that you're either going to go to the dark side and stop listening to yourself, or you're going to really find yourself and you're going to become, seriously, again, I hate to say this, but the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And that is the energy that is surrounding this year. I think that's why there's so many blessings already coming my way. The last 2 years for me, I don't even really remember. I mean, they had me on pain medication and all kinds of stuff, and I was depressed. I was suicidal at one point. Um, and I just feel that, like, everything feels different. So do a little research on the Chinese Lunar New Year that just happened here, and I will make a more educational video about that soon. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm back. I'm making jewelry, bundles, oils, all the fun stuff I used to do. And again, mining like crazy. I already have a bunch of stones that I just put up and earrings I just put up from the stones that I mine. So have a little fun with that. I'm so happy to be back. And I just miss you guys. You know, God always has a bigger purpose for me. And I guess you guys needed me more than I needed to get a job working as a chef right now. So, hey, I'm just doing here what God put me to here to do. I love you guys so much and miss you like crazy. And I hope to see all of you on Etsy. And I look forward to hearing back your comments and everything. I just really, really, really have missed you guys so much. I'm a therapist. I have a psychology degree, but I feel like talking with you guys and helping the others that I help, that's my therapy. So it goes both ways. So thank you guys so much. Also, you know how I used to be the rosary queen? I've been making crazy rosaries again. This one's got this crazy miraculous metal. I've even got some amethyst hanging here. I hand make all of my rosaries. Like, it is not easy. So a lot of people were missing those. I just made these rainbow moonstone earrings. I don't know if you can see. Probably my camera's so shit. But I've been busy, so come check out the shop. I have a coupon code as well. The word is Good Karma, all one word, capital letters. It's an Etsy coupon. It gives you 30% off, and I made it to where there is no expiration date. You can use it on healings, you can use it on products, whatever. So love you guys. 22:22 is the length of the video. That's the perfect time to stop. Ha det bra og elsker deg, og jeg sovner dere veldig, veldig, veldig mye. And that means I love you and I missed you guys so very, very, very much in Norwegian. Peace and love, and ha det bra from Norge, which means goodbye from Norway.